Hi, so in this video I want to provide a really short and concise SEO guide for remodeling companies so that if you're a remodeling company you can understand exactly what you need to do in order to start utilizing SEO and to start getting leads from SEO. Now SEO for remodeling companies and SEO for local companies in general is going to be a lot different than, for example, when you do SEO for a regular website or a blog or something similar. A lot of people think that you only get results by building a website and optimizing that website and showing up with regular search results like these right here, but you actually get majority of your leads from your Google My Business listing. And that's not to say that you don't need to focus on your website. Like, website is going to be a really important part because your website actually ties to your Google My Business listing. But most people will find you and most people will call you from your Google My Business profile. And by optimizing your website for SEO, you will also help your Google My Business listing show up higher on Google as well. And you need to optimize the Google Business listing as well in order to get best results. And that's basically how the whole process works. So it's not just your website. You're not just trying to rank your website. You're trying to mainly rank your Google My Business profile through your website and, of course, through other means as well. So yeah, that's basically what this video is going to be about. I really want to make sure that this guide is really concise and really simple so that you can, in 5 or 7 minute video, understand exactly what needs to be done in order to start getting leads for your remodeling company. Now, like I said, the most important part of your whole SEO is going to be your Google My Business profile. That's how majority of people will find you. Now, you can go ahead and you can search on Google for remodeling companies in your area. You can type in remodeling companies near me or something similar. The first thing you will see in most cases are Google Ads. And of course, you have to pay for Google Ads, like sometimes up to $50 per click. But the second thing that you will see are Google Business Profiles. And this thing is called Local Pack. And I'm going to show it right here, of course. And this is basically going to be the main way that most people will find businesses when they're trying to hire somebody actually. Now, that's not to say that you don't need to rank your website high on Google as well. Like I said before, like, these things are all tied together. So by ranking your website really high on Google, it will also help your Google My Business listing rank higher as well. Even though a majority of people will click on your Google Business profile, you still need to make sure that people can find your website as well, because some people will scroll past Google Business profiles and they will click on some of these website links as well. So you need to make sure that your website covers both, of course. But by doing one thing, by ranking your website really high on Google, it will also help your Google My Business listing rank higher as well. Now, what actually goes into the whole SEO for remodeling companies? Like, what are some of the core parts that you need to take care of? So the first thing you need to do, of course, is you need to optimize your Google My Business listing. And of course, you need to optimize the website later as well. So what do I mean when I say optimize? When I say optimize, I basically am implying that you need to configure your website and your Google My Business listing. You need to add information to your Google My Business listing and your website so that Google can better understand exactly what kind of services you provide and which areas you serve. If you do these things properly, then of course, Google is going to start associating those services and those locations with your business. So when somebody searches for those services in that particular location, of course, Google will rather prefer to show your website because they know for a fact that you serve those locations and you provide those services. What Google is trying to do is they're trying to show the most relevant results to what the user is searching for. So if user types in oranges, they don't want to show apples, like they want to show oranges. When somebody searches for remodeling companies in a specific location or they search for remodelers near me, Google understands that they're looking to find remodeling companies in those particular areas. And that's basically what the whole SEO process is about. Now, that's not to say that if you optimize your website and you optimize your Google My Business listing, that you would immediately rank higher on Google. Like, this is not how it works. This is going to take a lot of time because Google doesn't trust your business fully to just push you on top of the Google, especially if you're a new company and if you just created your listing. But if you had a listing for a long period of time, and if you had a website around for a long period of time, if you make some changes to your website and you update your Google My Business listing, then in most cases, you can get results a lot faster than somebody with a completely new listing. And that's also not to say that if you don't have a website or you don't have a Google My Business listing, that you don't need to do these things because it's going to take a lot of time. The thing is that a lot of businesses are starting to utilize these things. And if you don't start immediately, then of course, it's going to be even more difficult to rank higher on Google and to get results later on because there's going to be a lot more businesses they will have to beat. Because if you're trying to do SEO, then of course you're trying to beat these other companies. But luckily for you, a lot of companies don't do these things properly. Like I can search for some keywords in a specific city, like for example, bathroom remodeling in I don't know which city, and I can search for these search terms, and most of the companies that I see could use some improvements that would help them get even better results. So the fact that a lot of people are not utilizing these techniques is a really good sign, honestly, for your company if you're actually planning to do these things and get results through SEO. Now, when it comes to SEO, of course, there are a lot of different things that have to be done in order for you to get good results. Best way that I can put this for you to understand is that you need to focus mostly on the website and on your Google My Business listing. If you write plenty of content and if you mention the keywords that you actually want people to find you by, like for example, if you mention we are the top remodeling company in a specific city, this is a keyword that people are going to search for. And of course, by having this on your website in relevant spots, then of course this is going to increase your chances of showing up really high on Google. Now, of course, that's not to say that you can just add a bunch of content to the website and it's going to help you rank really high on Google. Like Google looks at different things differently, of course. For example, if you add a keyword to the title tag, that's going to be a lot more powerful than, for example, if you add a keyword to in the middle of the text. So the best advice that I can give you at this very moment is to make sure that your website and your Google My Business listing properly cover information about the services that you provide and about the locations that you serve. By doing things this way, I am sure that you can at least get better results than what you're getting right now. Unless, of course, you paid somebody to do SEO in the past. In that case, I wouldn't change a lot of these little details unless you're absolutely sure that you know what you're doing, because sometimes you can actually lose results that you already got. But if your website hasn't been really used for a long period of time, then in that case, you really don't have anything to lose. So hopefully this really short guide has helped explain exactly what you should focus on. But if you have any questions, please feel free to write a comment. I will reply as soon as I can. And of course, if you want to work with me and my team, and if you need somebody to look at your current website and maybe assess and give you advice on what you should do next, feel free to go to the website in the description, fill out the contact form, and again, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.